What is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025? A friendly guide. Ed. Adrian, July 25, 2025. Caption: Leading change. Keir Starmer unveils what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 at Downing Street. As of 12:30 a.m. BST on Saturday, the 26th of July, 2025, the UK is buzzing with curiosity about what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025, especially after recent policy shifts under his Labour government. Since taking office, Prime Minister Keir Starmer has promised to overhaul the nation's immigration system, aiming to balance fairness, economic needs, and public concerns. With net migration figures dropping from 906,000 in 2023 to 728,000 in 2024, and new rules taking shape, it's a hot topic. Posts found on X show a mix of support for tighter controls and worries about impacts on sectors like care, reflecting a nation eager to understand the changes. In this warm and insightful explainer, we'll break down what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025, explore its key elements, and offer tips to stay informed. Let's dive in with a smile. What is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025? Core principles. What is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 centers on regaining control, promoting fairness, and reducing reliance on overseas labor, all while supporting economic growth. Taking back control. Starmer's flagship pledge is to take back control of UK borders, a phrase echoing Brexit sentiments. Unveiled in the May 2025 Immigration White Paper, this policy aims to end what he calls a failed experiment in open borders. It includes tougher enforcement, with over 30,000 deportations since the 2024 election, targeting illegal migrants and boosting border security. A fair and selective system. The policy emphasizes that immigration is a privilege to be earned, not a right. New rules extend the settlement period from 5 to 10 years for most migrants, with exceptions for high contributors like doctors. This shift, detailed in public statements, seeks to ensure migrants integrate and contribute, a point Starmer often highlights in speeches. Economic focus. Starmer argues high migration hasn't fueled growth, citing stagnant GDP despite past influxes. The policy pushes businesses to train UK workers, raising the skilled worker visa threshold to degree level and ending overseas care worker recruitment, aiming to address labor shortages locally. Key changes in Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025. Caption: Skill building. Care workers train under what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025. The practical steps of what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 are reshaping how people enter and stay in the UK, with notable impacts across sectors. Visa and settlement reforms. Migrants now face a 10-year path to settled status, up from 5, unless they qualify for a fast track, for example, nurses after 5 years. English language requirements have risen to A-level standard for workers and basic levels for dependents, promoting integration. Posts found on X note concerns about family separations if language barriers persist. Care sector shake-up. The ban on recruiting overseas care workers, effective from mid-2025, has sparked debate. Care England's CEO called it a crushing blow to an understaffed sector, while Starmer defends it as a push to upskill British workers. X sentiment shows care home managers worried about service gaps. Enforcement and returns. With a 50% increase in raids and arrests since July 2024, enforcement is stricter. A new pilot with France allows returns of small boat migrants, aiming to disrupt smuggling networks. This move, praised by some on X, faces skepticism about its scale and effectiveness. Public reaction and future of Keir Starmer's policy on immigration. What is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 has ignited diverse reactions, shaping its future trajectory and public engagement. Mixed public sentiment. Posts found on X reveal a split. Some applaud the focus on British jobs, with comments like "finally, control." Others, including former Labour voters, feel it's too harsh, with one user lamenting, "Legal migrants are being punished." This reflects a nation weighing fairness against practicality. Political and business pushback. The Conservatives and Reform UK argue the policy lacks a firm cap, while Labour MPs like Nadia Whittome criticise its anti-migrant rhetoric. Businesses, especially in care and tech, Worry about skill shortages, with the Institute for Government suggesting an annual migration plan for clarity. Looking ahead. Starmer avoids specific targets, promising a significant drop by 2029, potentially to 300,000 annually. The Migration Advisory Committee's June 2025 review may tweak rules, and further legislation is expected in 2026. Public consultations could refine the approach, keeping what is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 dynamic. Conclusion: understanding and engaging with Starmer's immigration vision. What is Keir Starmer's policy on immigration 2025 is a bold attempt to balance border control, economic needs, and community cohesion. From visa reforms to care sector changes, it's sparking debate and action across the UK. With mixed sentiment and ongoing reviews, the policy is evolving, inviting us all to stay curious and involved. Here's how. Stay updated. Follow GovUK for official announcements. Join the discussion. Share thoughts on X with UK Immigration 2025. Get involved. Attend local forums to voice your view. Let's keep the conversation going as this policy shapes our future. Visit www.iwearanews.com for more trending news analysis.